Shalom, shalom. I'd like to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakah, Kudash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, who I learned from daily. Sincere Shalom, Labakarium, Shaw Yasharala, to the hopeful elect out there, pushing this truth day in, day out. The time is short. And Shalom to the hopeful, elected Akwaf out there, very few, that's sincere, diligent, standing by your man or standing by, the spirit, waiting that day of deliverance as well. Good information, man. Good day, good time. Great time to be alive and be on the side of the Father and the Son. Some information here, United States, they rehearsing, they getting ready. They're getting ready. The showdown has begun. It's just a matter of time at this point. So what we got? United States accused of rehearsing nuclear strike on Russia. Wow, look at that. What that remind you of? What prophecy, huh? It's the bear, man. It's the bear. Let's get it real quick. Beautiful. Revelations 13, start from verse 1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the names of blasphemy. This is NATO and the EU. Second verse. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, the beginning rulership, starting with the Greeks. And his feet were as the feet of a bear. This is the ending. You got the head, which is the top. You got the feet, which is the bottom. This is the bottom end of this beast being tore out by the bear, Russia. And his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power at this time. This was Rome, the dragon, giving power to the vessels at this time. Even Rome had these 7 heads and 10 horns, which was called vessel states. But we know it today as NATO and the EU. So it says, and the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And we know that dragon took a fall and he came back out as the new Roman Empire, the US of A. And this is the ending of them. That bear, Russia. It's a beautiful, glorious time, man, to be in this zone, to be in this seat with these prophecies. Revelations 20, verse 7. Let's see here. Yeah. And when the 1,000 years are expired, speaking about the Renaissance here, it's going to, this dragon that fell was Rome, bounded by a chain from our Lord. Then he was let out, and then it started taking over during the ending of the 13th, beginning of the 1400s, moving forward. They're coming out of that darkness. And when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loose out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the 4 corners of the earth, Og and Magog, to gather them together to battle. It's Russia right here. Gather who? Got the nations. And as you can see, Russia got the nations in a bag right now. To gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. It's beautiful right here, man. This is unbelievable, man. This is the time. We about to get up out of this. Peace, man. Whoo! Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. This is it's tasty, man. This is the time, man. The time when you see these kingdoms, man. I see Daniel 7, verse 13. And I saw in the night vision, and behold, one like to the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom that all people, nations, and tongues should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. This is the time. This is the time right now. This is the time we in. Daniel 7:21. I beheld, and the same horn, these horns, made war with the saints and prevailed against them until, this is our release. This is our release until the Ancient of Days came and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. And the time came that the saints possess the kingdom. We're in this time right now. The fulfillment of this book. The fulfillment. Daniel 7:27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is the everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Bye-bye to the horns, man. Bye-bye. Bye-bye to them. So we're in a great time, man. We're in a great time of great rulership. Just check this out.
Our tensions between Russia and the West continue to remain high, and in the latest coming in, Russia's defense minister has now accused the US bombers of rehearsing a nuclear strike on Russia from two different directions earlier this month, and complained that US planes had come within 20 kilometers of the Russian border. The Pentagon maintains that these drills adhere to international protocol and had been publicly announced at the time. But the accusation comes at a time when tensions remain high between Moscow and Washington over Ukraine. In between all this, reports have emerged of US top General Mark Milley speaking to the top Russian military officer Valery Gerasimov. Though neither side has been forthcoming on what has been discussed so far, the United States has now voiced concerns about a possible Russian attack in Ukraine, a charge that Kremlin has denied. Moscow in turn has accused the United States, NATO as well as Ukraine of provocative behavior, alluding to the US arms supplies to Ukraine and NATO military exercises close to its borders. The defense minister made the comments in a video conference with his Chinese counterpart. Moscow has turned to Beijing for support to counter Western pressure. Russia and China agreed at their meeting to set up cooperation between their armed forces when it came to military exercises and joint patrols. Meanwhile, the US has sent two of its refitted Coast Guard patrol boats to help the Ukrainian Navy. The two new boats are part of an assistance package to Ukraine that's been worth over $2.5 billion since 2014, when Russia annexed the Crimea Peninsula from Ukraine. In fact, Ukraine got two similar vessels in 2019, and Ukrainian sailors have already gone extensive training on these vessels. Despite the conflict and aggressive posturing by Moscow, experts and analysts have said that they do not see Russia mounting a full-scale war against Ukraine anytime soon.
Oh, that's a damn lie. That's a lie right there. They said by January, another reports, hey, we going to sit back and we going to enjoy this show, man. All praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah Bashem, Rakako Dash, Kahala Yahweh, Yahweh Ratazah, Yahweh Ratazah. We Akim a part of that number. Man. The release is in. The fix is in, man. All praises, man. Shalom.